So, in my last video, I showed you how our living room looks like. Now it's time for our study. If you're in the market for smart home products, stay till the end. You'll see something that you like. Alright, here's our study. Okay, let's start with the desks. This is the Leighton L shaped desk from my seat. The size is 180 by 140 by 50. This kind of customization offers a lot of surface area, but it doesn't have much depth to it, so it doesn't take much space in the room. With a table this size, either side you sit on, you'll have plenty of room to work with. This table can hold a decent amount of weight. Currently, it's handling about 30 kilos easily. The surface feels nice and solid, and it's very easy to maintain. This table is from Ikea. Considering that on top of it is a 49-inch super ultra-wide monitor, the table is relatively small. There is not much accessories on top, so we still managed to make it work. The table stands out since this is the only light colored furniture in the room. This is the Aorus FV43U. It's a 43-inch 4K 16:9 144Hz monitor from Gigabyte. It's a gaming-oriented monitor that works well with the new generation consoles like the PS5 and Xbox Series X. It's a multitasking beast that you can use for both work and play. If you want to hear more about this monitor, hit me up on the comments. This is the PG400U Pro from Prism Plus. It's a 21:9 40-inch ultra-wide monitor packed with tons of gaming features. With a resolution of 3440 by 1440, refresh rate is at 144Hz and it has a 1 millisecond response time. This is one of the bigger sizes of ultra-wide monitors in the market. I'd recommend it for heavy multitasking and immersive gaming. This is the X490 from, again, Prism Plus. Specs worth noting: 49-inch 32:9 3840 by 1080 aspect ratio, 144Hz. With 1800 curvature, this monitor is truly just immersive. For more info on this monitor, get me on the comments. This is the Arc Titan from Prism Plus. It's a monitor arm that can hold up to 15 kilos. I'm currently using it for my 40-inch ultra-wide monitor and my 43-inch 4K monitor. It supports tilt, swivel, and rotate. This is Vivo's dual monitor stand. I didn't really use it to mount monitors, but I used 4 arms to mount streaming equipment like cameras and lights. This provides a cheap, flexible, and decent camera angles and lighting. This is Rode's Podmic. It's a dynamic microphone and it's easily one of the best value for money mics you can get. It's built like a tank and it really looks slick too. The arm I'm using is also from Rode. This is Rode's PS1 microphone arm. It has a good amount of reach and it holds the mic steady in place. This is a Streamdeck XL from Elgato. This device was originally intended for streaming, but configured right, this can be very useful for a smart home setup. The Streamdeck controls my lights, the fan, AC, the heater, the vacuum, pretty much close to the entire house. This is the Rode CasterPro. It is a very good audio interface that supports up to 4 XLR inputs. You can connect mobile devices wirelessly via Bluetooth connection or wired via USB cable. It has 4 monitoring headphone outputs and 8 programmable pads for sound effects. As an audio interface, the Rode Caster is packed with tons of features. Taped under my table is a Redmi Soundbar. This is my main speaker for my desktop. It is a 30-watt speaker that can get really loud. It supports wireless playback via Bluetooth and it just costs under $50. This is the RK-G68 wireless mechanical keyboard. It supports wireless connection via Bluetooth up to 3 devices, and you can connect to it wirelessly via 2.4 GHz dongle. It is RGB and it's completely customizable. I went for a 65% keyboard since I don't really use the number pad as much. This keyboard is a space saver and I'm very happy with it. This is the Atem Mini from Blackmagic. It's an input switcher commonly used for live streams and recordings. It supports up to 4 HDMI inputs with a maximum resolution of 1080p at 60 frames per second. Using its software, it has functions like picture-in-picture, transition effects, and green screen chroma key. These are GU10 bulbs from Yeelight. It has RGB functions and it can go as bright as 350 lumens. It supports Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and SmartThings. If you are into light syncing, it has support for Razer Chroma as well. These light strips are again from Yeelight. This is Yeelight's Light Strip 1S. It supports RGB, Razer Chroma, and depending on your requirement, it is extendable up to 10 meters. Let's go to the lights from Govee. This is Govee's corner floor lamp. It has a very minimalist look that blends well in our dark room. Until it lights up, you won't even know that it's there. It is RGB and it supports segmented colors. Next is Govee's wall light. They have it in 2 variants. They have the 6+1 and the 8+4 segment version. The one I have is the 6+1 and as you can see, it gets really bright. Behind the monitor is Govee's Glide Lively wall lights. It's a thinner version of the wall light I have on the floor. This model comes in 6 segments that can be assigned with a controller that controls the left and right placement. All the 3 lights from Govee that I just featured works with Google and Alexa. These 2 ring lights that I mounted has no brand. The lights can be adjusted to cool to warm lights. That's it, that's how our study looks like. Also, I'll be creating a guide on how to start a smart home. Really interesting stuff. Something that you might want to watch. Hey, if you like what you've seen, like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.